yeah.
All right, well, we've been here. Lightenupandshoot has been having a little bit of a rough time today. First of all, we have, like, I don't know how many, 6 cameras. We even have this expensive Canon that shoots video.
We don't know how to do it. We can't figure out how to shoot video, so Canon sent us the instructions.
Yeah, and I deleted all 15 new videos for the VBook.
Yeah, by accident. We're recovering right now, though.
Yeah, so maybe... anyway, so let's, we got this beautiful sun coming through here.
Gorgeous. We're going to make lemonade out of all these lemons we've gotten today, so...
Come over to this side. You'll be a shadow, but you can see that there's a really nice rim light.
Beautiful rim light on my curls. Yes, Mom, I know. I need a haircut. I know. It happens.
So we're going to see if we can't use that. It's basically, you always shoot with 2 lights, even if with 1 speed light.
Absolutely. You always have your ambient light, and you always have your flashlight.
And this light is just really gorgeous right now because the sun's going to hit the horizon probably in, I'd say, 7 or 8 minutes.
That's pretty good.
And the way it's lighting up this grass and this environment is just incredible. So we can use this as if it were a second light. Plus, it's lighting up our environment.
Yeah, absolutely. And my rim, so what we're going to do is we have this 50-inch here set up with one of our speed lights in there at quarter power.
Right.
And what we're going to do is we're just going to use this, since I'm the only model here, we're going to use this to light me up, because if not, you know, the cameras don't have enough dynamic range to capture that light and this light.
Right.
So we're gonna fill me with this huge light source that we have.
And real quickly, walking through the 5 variables of exposure to get this. First of all, the aperture, I'm going to start somewhere in the middle at 5.6. Okay. I'm going to have my ISO at ISO 100 or ISO 200 because we still have plenty of light here.
Absolutely.
And I'm not worried about the sensitivity to light right now as far as needing more sensitivity to light. Gonna put it at my max.
There's plenty of ambient light right now,
ambient
so we
light,
don't need to start bumping up our ISO that much just yet.
Right, and I'm gonna put it at my max sync speed, which is 1/250 to the second, and then I can slower the shutter speed if I need to.
Yeah,
There's somewhere to start.
Absolutely.
That's where I usually start.
One of the things you got to be to keep in mind is you do not want to overpower that rim light, because if this flash is a lot stronger than that rim, then you're just not going to see the rim.
Right.
You guys get that? All right, Mikey.
All right,
do your thing.
So, why don't you give me like a, your typical rap star pose?
I used to be a rapper. What do you think about that one?
Well, all right. So he's underexposed. Do see the rim light kind of coming through. So I'm at 5.6. It looks like about 2 stops. So I'm just going to go ahead and move it down to 2.8. And I should have just nailed it right there. And I did. And it's actually really cool. The sun in this case is just firing right into my lens. And so I'm really digging the lens flare that I'm getting. So just going to take advantage of that right now for fun.
Another reason not to use those super expensive zooms, because the new ones have all these anti-coating things on top of the lenses that prevent lens flare. We happen to love it. That's why those cheap primes also rock, because the lens flare is cool.
Lens flare is really cool, making sure that his head's in a clean spot. Boom. Looks
got a lot of head here he's got to negotiate with.
We're firing right into the sun, so I'm not really going to be able to overpower that sun at the moment unless I bump this up maybe to full power, which we could just to see what happens.
You want me to do it?
It's basically, yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Because basically the background right now is just white, or really in this case it's kind of more like an orange color.
So we're going to bump this up all the way up to full power.
So which is going to be from quarter power to half power.
2 stops. Full power. Yep. So it's 2 stops.
So I'm going to have to compensate here, right?
Yep. So you're going to have to close down your aperture 2 stops, since he raised his flash power 2 stops.
Going to go back to 5.6. Right?
Yep.
And see what happens. And now I can see the detail in the sky. Alright, go ahead and give me that. Rawr.
Rawr. What do you think?
Let me do one more shot.
Dude, my agent is going to be pissed.
I am going to bring this up a little bit. Depth of flash exposure.
Yep, dopey. The closer the flash is to us, the more powerful, more light's going to be able to hit me.
That's right, because it was just a little underexposed.
Look at that. You guys see? You can't really see it, but the light is changing now every second.
It's very, very quickly changing. Go ahead and give me more like a cross your arms kind of thing. Make sure the head's in a clean spot. And really cool.
Notice, guys, see how he's moving around? See how he's doing his thing? He's not staying in one location. He's trying to find the composition, trying to find all the things. So another thing to keep in mind when you're shooting.
I'm going to move this over to this side so that I got a little bit more room to work on with this side. Okay. And then have...
You can actually use this softbox as a flag so you don't get that lens.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
You want to move over more?
But I'm still getting lens flare just in the corner, just for fun, because it's just cool looking.
Notice his stance, people.
Probably not the best stance in the world. You'll also notice that, wow, that's really neat looking actually. Kind of cool. Now I'm totally using this as a flag, but I'm getting a little lens flare just on this corner, but not on the subject.
Another thing you guys have to remember, if you're using those PowerGenix batteries and you're shooting at 1-to-1, Mikey, remember they do recharge extremely fast and they could kill a flash. So
that's true.
If you're shooting 1-to-1, just be very careful. Just give the time a little, give the flash a little bit of time. We're in a little bit of a cold area, so it's all right, but...
Alright, last one I'm going to try. Definitely not going to use any lens flare on this one. Here we go, last one. Make sure his head's in a clean spot. Boom. Oh, let me dip down one, sorry.
He always does that. Every time he says last one, it's the second to last.
All right.
So that's it, guys. That's using the sun as your second light source for rim, for flare, for everything. It's free, it's natural, it's outside, it's everywhere. All right. What do you think?
There's some cool ones. You can see the difference.
Dude, there's definitely some cool. Man, I look good.
You want to?
I love that shot, dude. You got flare coming out of your wiener. What do you think about that one? It's a hot one, ladies. Alright, let me get a couple more shots here because...
Notice I'm facing my head towards the light.
Yeah, absolutely. Always have your model. They're not all as professional as Mikey, but always have your model looking at this, especially when you're using just one light, because you don't want to cause those weird shadows. Alright, dude, let's get one with some of that scruff. I'm going to have a little bit of problem autofocusing here because of the light.
Can you fire it down low and lock it and then bring it up?
Alright, ready? Oh, it's a cool shot.
Yeah, that's cool. Maybe, you know what? But I noticed that the mountain line, or the horizon, is intersecting my head.
Getting in the grass, dude. I thought this was demonstration purpose.
No, I could have had this for my Facebook.
Oh, come on. Alright, ready? Come on, Mikey. Strong pose. Strong, you look mean. You're awesome. Like the biker. Okay, here we have a little bit of problem. We'll show it to you guys on video. The flare actually cut across his face. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah, so I got like a blue.
Yeah, you got a blue, circle. So I got to get down a little bit lower. I'm going to try to find a little clean area, even though it's almost impossible. Mikey, ready?
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
All right.
Cool shot.
Hey, great example of getting a little, using lens flare, getting some nice natural rim light. Actually, the sun is even better than it was 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's better. You want to?
It's all brightening up for Lighten Up and Shoot today.
You know what? Why don't you put it down and take a picture of me and Andy?
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Sure. All right.